Okay, today we're going to talk a little bit about the website and National Insurance Agency and how it was formed, why we began working as a company and as an agency. Um, with over 2 decades of experience, this is a little dated at this point. It is now almost a quarter of a century. Um, and I'm very proud of this company. I founded it. It was my idea to kind of go out on my own. This day right here is a little bit later than it should be. Um, I started in around 1990. Actually, it was October of 1990, and I remember that date. Um, National Insurance. It's been a wonderful place to work. I actually love the concept of selling insurance. I don't think there's any career in the world, really, where you could begin a career using products from other companies that they have spent their money on developing, and they allow you to appoint and represent their products with no charge other than appointing in the state, and then they pay you to make the sale. We take the opportunity to pay daily on our products so that we market and the carriers we choose. We probably will be making some changes in the future on life. Due to all the changes in life and the products, we're probably going to let the life carriers pay agents direct, and that way we will not have to administer those commissions. Health now is a different story. We can handle those very quickly and very easily. Life are big premiums, huge premiums, and as you know, let's take $100 commission, $100 premium. If you sold one today, that basically is a $900 advance. So if you sold $100 in life each day, that is basically, so 5 days a week, that would be really $4,500 for the week. So very simple to calculate, but of course I've done this now since 1990, so it's easy for me, and I want to make it easy for you. So let's go over our website and some of the philosophy and the sales values of National Insurance. Quality leadership, that's really been one of my goals. I get really involved in the leadership of our company because I want to see that everybody is taken care of. I want to see that everybody has a great experience, and when they don't, I get upset. And with the employees, I go speak directly to them, and I try to intervene and do my best to make everything right. The strength, stability, and the agent commitment and our sales innovation since the inception of this company has just been amazing. We have had, actually, I believe, the same IT developing company that we still have today. And that is quite a feat to maintain that long of a relationship. NIA basically stands for National Insurance Agency, and at the time we founded this company, we started out with National Insurance Agency Online.com. That's too long. It's too much to type. And I said, I just want 3 letters. So we moved it. All we could get close to it was NIA.biz. And then we probably have hundreds of URLs, but this is the easiest and has become one of the easiest to remember and use. So this is what we're going with. Some of the testimonials. I want to click on this one. There's one in here that I really take, that hits me right in the heart. It talks about an agent who I have worked with since I've been in this industry. He's a reverend. He is a Christian. In hard economic times, he's so grateful to work for you, Larry. And after being unable to work for almost 2 years, I appreciate NIA allowing me to pick up and go back to work for you. I turned in 3 applications last week. Kathy sent over $1,700 to my bank account today. 5 days later, I counted. It's no small thing to be associated with a team like NIA. Tell Kathy I love her extra cause, and the way he talks is that's just Wade. I love her because she is so kind on the phone and pays me well. I intend to show my appreciation by doing the best one can be be the best one of your producers I can be in the immediate future. Maybe I can combine some of the old school tech with the newfangled tech. Anyway, with our current White House, it's good to work with the NIA. So there's a lot of accolades in here that I'm proud of, but that's probably one of my most favorite, and it comes from a very genuine person. Um, there's an actual brochure here that's been probably in our portfolio for quite some time. It talks about what we do, how we do it. We advance commissions and we pay daily on a diverse portfolio. That was my dream. I had worked for a company before that, the insurance company was funding the advances. So we had one product to sell. To me, that was a very limiting experience. And if you're like me, if you don't believe in the product, you can't sell it. There was one giant hole in that product, and it was on organ transplants. And it only paid $100,000 on organ transplant. And this was way back in the early 90s. So I knew if I sold this plan, even to a family member or to anyone, if something happened in a catastrophic area, and let's say there was an organ transplant needed, that these people were going to be in trouble. It really made it hard for me to even do business. I couldn't sell it. I then had to try to put on a critical illness plan, which really has become the thing to do that is in vogue to make sure that you have an umbrella of protection with your clients. So, and I can get to, I will talk a little heavily because I like to talk. I like to talk about insurance, which is a very boring subject. But we've been a pioneer of advancing commissions on submit since our inception. You see a lot of our competitors out there who say they've been around for 10 years, 15 years. When I look at their website and I think, that's not true. I was sitting there at the meeting when they met each other several years ago. They're owned by large conglomerates. They're publicly traded. They may have a lot of investors. We're family owned, we're family operated, and we like it that way. We're not having to report our profits to someone else and base it on phone rooms over in the Philippines and phone rooms down in over in India. So I really enjoy having the one-stop shop here at NIA and our diverse portfolio that we have. We provide leads, custom telemarketed leads. We provide leads for new agents, 25 for the first week, 25 for the second week, and you can go online and read about that, so I won't go into that. We have all the top-rated carriers. Here's just a few to name. Some of them, as you can see, life and health. The web technology that we provide you, I'll show you in a moment. If you go to this site right here and create your own site, we disappear and you appear with your picture, your license, so that when you're calling someone, they see you, they know you, and it's all then yours. It's your address, your phone number, your website, and we have provided this free of charge to you, and it's probably now going on, over 2 decades of expense, money, love, work. Sometimes at night I'll get up and think of an idea and come here and email the IT people and tell them, can you change this? Can you do this? Can you do that? And they get very irritated with me, but to me it's a passion, and they wonder, why are you up so late? Why are you doing that? I have found if I don't do it right then, I might forget. And it was a really good idea. Sometimes I think we all maybe have really good ideas at some point, and if we don't jot it down or do something about it, they slip our mind. Okay, let's talk about training. We do a lot of training. We want to make sure that it's available 24/7, and that's one of the reasons we're doing this webcast right now. We try to provide web training at least. We were doing 3 a week. I think that was a little much for this time in history with our health plans being what they are. We know what the plans are that we need to sell right now, and we know the policies and programs that we need to wrap around them to make the perfect umbrella of protection. The agent's personal service. When you call into our offices, you're going to get personal service. And we don't use voicemail. We never have. We've never had a phone tree. I'm very proud of that. Our incentive trips. Another thing we do is we actually send out an email every day of notifying you of what your payroll is, when it was sent, and then agents that are in pursuit of management. I think I missed a page here. Management, and they want to have a downline, which the agent that I was just reading his testimonial just told me I'm ready to do that. So we have agent level, district, regional sales manager, the area manager, state manager, and then a national manager. So after you have been an agent for a while, and then we typically try to do this in pods of 5. After you obtain 5 agents, you then would become a district manager, and then 5 districts, you would then become a regional manager. 5 regional district managers, you would then become a regional manager. After 5 regions, you would then become an area, and so on up the tree. But that's the way to advance in management. That's the way I was brought up, and the way that we learn to achieve in today's world and the world of yesteryear. Some of today's world think they're entitled to just earn a great living. Every lead is a sale. Well, it's not. I remember walking and passing out cards, and I would go into businesses and talk to people, and I would just hand them a card, and I would say, I just helped your neighbor with their health insurance or their life insurance, and if you have a need, here's my card, call me. And I would leave generally a flyer that would have sample rates, so a 35-year-old, 45-year-old, 55, and a 65. They could easily see it very quickly without having to read. They could just scan it. And I guarantee you, almost every time, I could never get out the door. They would say, well, how much is it for me? And I would say, honestly, I don't have time at this moment to run the quotes and help you. But if you'll give me your name, number, home zip code, and the ages and birthdays, I'll run the quotes and I'll get right back with you. So it was a very good way to do business. We do everything possible for you to make it easy. From day-to-day and daily payroll, we know the value of getting paid daily is unsurpassed. We are the only company that pays daily. We understand how important it is to have the opportunity to market quality products that you can be proud of. I know that. We make sure you can rely on the company you represent and know that they stand behind you 100%. Then being proud of your carrier and the products only expands your business into endless supply of demand. Our agents enjoy renewal commissions above the advances as follow on health, life, supplemental, and we strive to provide online accuracy to our agents with a reliance on service and stability. Our commission departments are in very tune with our sales force to ensure we continue to provide superior service 24/7. And that's kind of the 8 core strengths that we have tried to develop here at NIA. So let me go back now. I'm going to show you the site. Let's go into the website. There normally would be a login. Since I've already logged in once today, it is not making me log in again. It's just it will always be your last name, and then the last six of your social is your password and login. So first thing you may need to do, and somehow this pushed me over to Pro Summit. We have 3 agencies there: National Capital Corporation, Pro Summit Health and Life, and National Insurance Agency. But right here, notice this. Go in and create your own website. Put in your name. If you don't know your manager's name, that's not important. Choose a unique password that you'll remember and write it down. That's one of my big faults. I don't write them down clearly enough, and I regret it later. This line right here is one of the most important you can do. Your URL will be besthealthquote.net / whatever you type in here. If your name is John Doe, you could put besthealthquote.net / JD. If someone else doesn't already have that, you may have to put John D. So you might get a little creative here, but then you can go on down and make this. So I can put this on down and make it pay to you, or a tax ID number, a social security number, or paid to your corporation. So I'm going to back this up a little bit. Account administration, commission statements, business cards. I found many people. I was in there just the other day looking at business cards from Vistaprint, and many of you don't realize the power of passing out a card. Let's look at, just say, this card right here. Castle Park Wellness Spa. Do you think that'll really sell anything? I don't think so. Alicia, I don't know what that says. Their the flower pot. I have cards that say and we have ordered name badges for each one of you that says I am a licensed health and life sales professional. Ask me for a quote. Pass those cards out with your name and number at the very bottom. And maybe on the flip side, do the big bold, of yourself. But make it very clear what you're doing and what your business is. The more you talk and the more you show off yourself, the more people that you will have knocking on your door. You can also go in here for about $8 and order a magnet for the side of your car, or go and have your car wrapped, or put a sign in the back window of your car. You're always driving around. I can't tell you how many people I have called to work on my home, my lawn, my things around the house that I've seen going to work back and forth. So that's just a little of my own experience there. So let me back out of here. That's there. Supplies. If you need supplies, you can click here. Licensing, you can click here, and then again, you can build your own website here. Income potential. This is one thing that's very important I want to show you. And you can use an income calculator. Look at this. We have here a family, 45-year-old couple with one child. And if you take short-term major medical, the value plan is only $164.40. My health insurance with Blue Cross Blue Shield just went from $850 some odd a month. I just got a notice actually Friday that it was going up 30.4%. My brother Mark is going up 40.4%. Both of us, that'll be over $2,000 a month for two people for health insurance, when our copay for the ER is $600. When if we were to go over here, the copay for the ER is $50. The gap protection to cover that huge, say $5,000. This is with a $5,000 deductible, by the way. To cover that huge deductible gap on accident is $47. Critical illness for the 45 male and 45 female runs about $40 for each a month. Dental insurance is about $64. We now have a 50-plus dental, by the way, that has very little to no wait. Vision insurance is $25.80. You can do an add-on rider to the dental for $7.50. I'm going to go in here. This is by the week for weekly payroll. Total advance to the agent for the week. So I'm going to put here, if you sell one of these a day, so this would be 5 short terms, 5 deductible gaps for sickness, 5 deductible gaps for accident, 5 critical illnesses, 5 life apps, and 5 dentals. That's one a day bundle. That is $6,985 a week. So that is $363,246 a year. That is an amazing salary. Amazing. And look at the values here. This isn't really just blowing a lot of smoke, and I wish my screen would go all the way down. Our average short-term sale nationwide is an average of exactly $300 a month. This is at the lowest agent level commission rate, so no one's trying to blow smoke here. Sickness, accident, deductible gap. The sickness deductible gap plan is $32 at a 30% commission. Accident deductible is $25 at a 50% commission. Critical illness is $45 at a 44% commission. And then the life is $75 at 90%, and dental is $30 at 30%. I know you can't see that. So, but that is an amazing. So let's just back out the life, put back a 0 there. That's still $3,948 a week, $205,000 a year. Amazing. Where else can you earn that kind of money? So I'm going to back this up one more time, and I'm going to look at the links. We have a prescription card. You have to log in to get into your site. This drug card actually is our own card. I use it on my pet. It's called People, Pet, and Livestock. And if you do the for the for pets. I'm not going to go through here and fill this out, but you can do it on your own. Let me go up here and see if I can let you see what the card looks like. This is it right here. People, pets, and livestock. My dog, I have a Doberman Pinscher who suddenly started having these grand mal seizures. They put him on phenobarbital. I then took him to another vet who added Keppra to it. Well, this new vet suddenly said, that he was having a few more problems. So I was willing to do practically anything to save this dog, pay anything. They really saw me, I think, as a open checkbook. I was paying $650 a month for medication for this one dog. I used this card, and I went and I priced it, and you can do the same medication people take. And I said, Dr. DeRusha was the vet's name. Can you call this medication? One of them is a $10 copay at CVS. The other one is $12 at Kroger. He said, oh no, we don't call in medication. That's how we make our money. And I said, well, I understand that, but you're also making money off of taking care of all of my pets, 6 of them. And so I don't think you should be sticking it to me on the pills when I can get them for $23 and you're charging me $650. So anyway, that didn't end well. I moved. They actually charged me $20. They agreed to call them in that one time. They charged me $20 per prescription to call them in. So I said, you cannot be a pet lover and charge somebody like this. So as you can see, I do believe in our products, but this product will work for, you can use this as a lead draw for you, your people, and give it away to everyone. It's free. There is no charge for it. So, okay, let me back this up. Go back to logging into our plan. Account administration. Let's go to commission statements. Go in here. You would either enter in NIA, NCC, or Pro Summit. And then you go in there. You can check your new business statements or your renewal statements. Either one. Very simple. Now on there's NCC Live. There's the Pro Summit website, and then the NIA website is, that's what I logged into. Let's see if I can go back to it. There we go. Okay. If you'll take a look at the bottom of either website, the product of choice right now is called short-term major medical. It's been around for a long, long time. Also, limited benefit plans are now, there is no fine. Century United Life out of Houston, who is Mr. Harris, I know him, came to our office at one point. They challenged with the Obamacare law with the HHS and won through the Supreme Court. So we can now sell limited benefit plans. Short term, HHS is trying to throw a kink in right now. We don't know what's going to happen with that, but right now everything is fine. Life insurance, dental insurance, accident insurance, critical illness, and more. We have quote engines. You can go down and compare life plans. You can compare health plans. And it's very easy to do that. What I'd like to do is I'm going to go in here and show you again. And I know I'm skipping around a little bit here, but we can train on this more. I don't know if you saw that. There's National Insurance, there's Pro Summit, and there's Submitted to New Business Transmittal. We do need a new business transmittal when you submit new business. That way, it'll pre-fill your name, your phone number, your email address in here. If something, let's say that goes to the carrier and there's a error at the carrier or there's a number off, we can always find it. By the way, we key it in and we pay you daily. So this is what we pay off of. So you can click right here, go down, and you can kind of type in, let's just go with Golden Rule, which is Division of United Health. We need to remove this on exchange, off exchange, probably after next year. It's off exchange. Exact name of the product, short term. You see it's already in there. Put in the policy number 12346. The effective date, the commissionable premium. If you did that bundle, it would probably, I think it's around we just sold one to my friend and his 2 kids, which was I think $400 and around $28. And this one doesn't skip over 20 because we had to have it exact. 8.00. Take out the app fees, only the commission, and then you can put in additional products whether you have life, critical illness. If you do, it'll do a drop down. You can put in the name and then the business, and then upload the file, the application, and hit submit. It will come in. It is never lost. It'll send you a confirmation number right then. So training, right here is our training calendar. This will take you into our training, new agent webinar on Mondays. Tomorrow is a new agent webinar beginning at 11 o'clock, always from 11 to 12. And so here we are at the 30th. Tomorrow's Halloween, which will be the 31st, which is my grandfather who passed away. That's his birthday, which why I remember. So we do call special webinars at some different times to highlight a product that's important or we feel is important. United Health One, let's say you want to go directly to that website, or you want to look at some of their training on their term life, accident, hospital, critical illness. I'm just going to click on this so you can see what it does. Very informative. I highly recommend you go in here and you watch these. I do, and I learn something every time.
Hello, and welcome to the United Health One Critical Illness Training. Since the passage of the Affordable Care Act, more Americans are aware of just how important it is to have health insurance coverage. And they may also be more aware of just how devastating a critical illness can be. This is a serious topic. For example, according to the American Cancer Society, it is estimated that more than 1.6 million new cases of cancer were diagnosed in 2013.
And I'm going to pause that, and I'm going to shrink this down, and I'm going to tell you I'm one of the biggest advocates for critical illness. Why? I sold my mom and dad. Well, we had an agency contest. We wanted every agent to sell one to get used to it and to see how much commission they would earn and how much protection. Number one, you would not believe after a quarter of a century of being in business how many of those agents that sold one to themselves or their own family used it. It was shocking. I sold one to my mom and dad. My dad passed away 2 years ago from lymphoma. That critical illness, I sold them over 21 years ago. It paid on diagnosis. Now, mom had 4 other life insurance policies. It took almost 2 months for all of those to pay out because they want to see what? They want to see the death certificate. They want to see their obituary. They want to make sure everything is on the, they reread the applications. They make sure everything, if they can get out of a claim, they're going to try to get out of it. I used to pay claims. I worked for the insurance company. The first thing that we look for is, were they on drugs or alcohol? It's a little sad, but that's the way of the world. So protect your clients and have this extra coverage. Dad was on at MD Anderson, and the parking there is $20 a day. The food to eat there is just outrageous. The rooms to stay in the hotel across the street was around $400 a night. Everything they have you. And so if I was there, my brother was there, my other brother was there, my mother's car was there, my dad's, everybody's car, that in itself was over $100 a day in parking. So we had to just decide, okay, thank God we had this policy, and spend a little time to get this policy and put it in place. And but the most important thing was after we were out of options, they called us, the family, out of the room. And I'll remember this so vividly because the doctor said, we're out of options, and we have one experimental drug left if you can afford it and if you want to try it. And my brother said, what do you mean if we can afford it? We have insurance. She said, well, trial medications, of course, are not covered by insurance. And then I asked, well, how much is it? And she said, it's $3,500 a month for one pill. And so I said, when can you get it? And she said, we can have it overnighted here tomorrow. And I said, okay, do that. We did it, and it bought, I want to say maybe 3 more months to 4 more months. So I think probably any of us would have done the same thing. But how many people have this policy or even know that it's available? So it's up to you to inform them. So I'm going to go back to the website and get back on topic. Becoming an agent. We have exciting careers all around the country. You can be your own boss. You can live in Puerto Rico, sell over the internet, and live on the beach, sell half the day, make your sell a day, make $300,000 a year. I've never seen anything like it. I've never seen anything as lucrative as being in the insurance industry. I think if I were to be alone in this business, I would probably go for selling a health product, which this is the way, if you notice, our website is kind of designed around what I like to sell. And I'm going to point that out to you because it's, number one of the most lucrative. I have a lot of agents and a lot of competitors that wonder, how have you been so successful in this industry? I've got a lot of friends that are doctors and lawyers, and I make more than they do. And all my agents make as much as they do, if not more, the top agents. So I call those the racehorses that take it as a career. And they have 2 or 3 girls working for them in their offices, setting their appointments and helping them be the leader. So there's either a leader or there's a follower, and then there's the straggler. We don't mind any of them or all of the above, but I love working with leaders and people that like to learn and listen. So to become an agent, it's very simple. You just go in there, click on a few buttons. It'll take you to Assurance Bay. It will appoint you with all the different carriers. There's some of our old newsletters here. I want to show you again when I go back to this one website here about links. Here, prescription card. This is the quickest way I can get back to it. This is your sales site. This is me. Your picture will be here. Your information will be here. When you go about Larry McClendon, it talks about when I got into the business. Here's my license for Texas. I'm licensed in most every state, but I didn't want to boggle this down with every state. Keep it simple. And don't spreadsheet. Learn what you like to sell and sell to your agents. So here's my E&O. Here's my, so you can show an agent that you have coverage if there's a problem. Here's your state license. Let me back out of there. Here's my federal license from the marketplace. So we've tried to make this very one-stop shop for you to be able to show. And then here you can click on share your screen. If you don't understand how to flip your screen like I'm doing right now to illustrate to your client, all you have to do is go in here and click on this screen, and there is a short webinar in here. You just type in your email and create a password to get started, and it's free. It's called Join Me, and there's several of them out there, but we just made this one available for you to use. There's 4 easy steps. You just go to the website, click Start a Meeting, launch the application, and just send the invitation to your client by email, or just tell them the numbers to join the meeting. Very easy. Here are all the products, short-term, limited benefit plans. I'm going to go to the buttons. I like the buttons rather than lists. Here's our most affordable health plans. I'm going to go through here and show you something that probably will shock you. I'm going to do an 11-month policy here. I'll go with my old 1980 non-smoker. And then let's do his wife as well. Non-smoker, no. And then she'll make her 1101-1980 as well. Okay, let's continue. How quick this is to quote. The biggest selling product we have right now with this carrier is the 100% coinsurance. That means after the deductible, there is no other money out of pocket. That's $261 for 2 of them. Unbelievable. So, okay, now if they don't qualify for the 7 questions that are there, you can go down here and click on the guarantee issue plan. You can get them coverage no matter what. Here's the plan enhancer with AME and optional coverage. The Trio Med has guarantee issue accident with critical illness. So I'm going to go in here, and it's already keyed in. I'm going to select this plan. Now I'm going to select the plan to cover the deductible. Now I'm going to go down and sell what I sold to my father right here and select that one as well. This is one of the highest paying critical illnesses plan on the market. Did it put it in? Yes, it did. $42. That's a great payday right there. Enroll right now. Click on it. You can do all this over the screen with your client while they're watching you. So I'm going to wrap this up. I know this has been a little bit of a long podcast, but let me assure you this is the first of many more to come. But I want to go back before I close. I always have more to say. I'm sorry. Take a look at your sales site. And let's go down here to the bottom. The marketplace. Obamacare is coming up. Here are reasons why it's failing. Aetna exits. United exits. Blue Cross is reporting heavy losses. So we may not want to talk about that too much, but it gives you a reason if people ask, well, what about that ACA plan? So let's go down here and talk about, here is carrier-specific training. There's National General. There's the ACA plans, benefits, and exclusions for their limitations for Florida. United Health training information. United Health One webinars on demand. There's the eStore. There's SmartGuard. There's critical illness. If you don't know how to sell a plan, come in here and watch it. And I'm going to show you one more that is a powerful webinar and way to sell. There's the National General, the new one. Glad to see that there. But I'm going to show you this one. I love showing this plan because it really brings this home where it should be. Look at this. Heart attack. Every 43 seconds strikes someone in the United States. Strokes. Kills someone every 4 minutes. Alzheimer's. This is becoming the 6th leading cause of death in the U.S. 1 in 3 of us will have dementia or Alzheimer's. It is probably one of the most horrendous diseases for a family to get. And because someone in the family generally has to care for that person. So we have a plan coming out that will be a long-term care plan to help with that. But this helps pay for a caregiver to help your family get through that. And then cancer. This is what Dad had. And this is what paid on Dad's. And if you go with the Assurity plan, it will pay on every one of these. You have to look at some plans, they reduce it. I'm going to show you a video real quick. It won't make it the whole thing, just a short front of it.
Cancer, heart attack, and stroke. Your life can change in a moment, and it will never be the same. This is the story of 3 extraordinary people whose lives changed in a moment.
So after a couple weeks of this, I thought, maybe it's not heartburn. Maybe it's bronchitis. Maybe I got a cold.
A couple of weeks? That's strange.
I had a lump in my neck right here and thought that I had a pulled muscle.
I've been having headaches. I knew there was something wrong, so we went to the hospital approximately 30 miles away.
Meet Tim, heart attack survivor, husband, and father of 6. Ashley, cancer survivor, wife and mother of 2. And Tasha, stroke survivor and single mother of 2.
Okay, so I'm going to pause this and speed it up. Tasha, did you notice 27? My dentist is a great friend of mine who just passed away. I found out last week, who had a stroke, was on life support. They took him off, and he's gone. 57, 1 year older than me. So very scary. Every one of these people had health insurance. Every one of them filed bankruptcy. And I'm going to show you a little bit of that here.
On the heart transplant list. We had another person who'd had diabetes and another person who'd had a heart attack. I never thought I was going to have a heart attack.
Never thought it would happen to me. Never even crossed my mind. Never really realized what cancer was, until it happened to me. No, it's unbelievable. People my age, people younger, people older, and it's just unreal how many people are going through this and how many people are, getting it now. And
Don't ever second guess Mother Nature. You never know when someone you love or you're close to or you're married to might have something happen. I never, ever in a million years thought I would have a stroke.
Did you notice that each one said they never thought it would happen to them? I want to show you one last
Time
thing.
off from work. A recent study from Harvard reported that half of all bankruptcies were the result of a serious medical condition. Another recent study reported that 48%, nearly half of all home foreclosures, are the result of serious illness.
The co-payments alone add up to something that most people can't even cover with their Visa card. We had over $6,000 worth of co-pays in 3 months. People don't realize the hidden cost of catastrophic illness.
it completely wipes out everything. You don't have the energy to go to work. You have no money coming in, but the bills keep piling up and piling up. And a lot of times you don't even have energy to look at the bills, and just makes you more sick,
It's such a strain on a person financially. When I was sent home, my prescriptions were about $1,000 a month, and we, needless to say, had to file bankruptcy.
So, very sad. All these people had to file bankruptcy. If you don't show this plan or show this video to anyone, no one will ever know about this plan, that it's available. But I want to show you one last little trick here that you can use in your selling efforts. These are our most affordable health plans. These are our deductible to protect on the larger, higher deductible in today's trend. This $5,000 and $10,000 deductibles. Here's the critical illness and the gap insurance and the dental and the vision. Medicare supplements, limited benefit plans. If you have to go to a self-funded group plan up to 200 people, here it is right here. Health Marketplace is right here. Let's click on that just so we'll know. We don't know which of these companies are going to be in the market. We need to adjust this because we know United has pulled out of all but I think 4 states. Anthem will be in a few. There's a get contracted link right under each one of them. Belina, Cigna, all of these are up in the air. So I'm going to back this up again. The one thing that isn't in the air is this one and the limited benefit plans. You see this, my mother sends this to me all the time. She says, Larry, I saw on TV where AIG could give me $500,000 for $15 a month. I said, Mom, read the fine print on the bottom. That's per thousand. And so that's at the super preferred, ultra preferred rate. You're 74. And I said, believe me, we have you heavily covered. But it does become more burdensome, especially when people start having some health issues or someone in the family passes away. Did you notice every one of those people in that video said they never thought it would happen to them? So look at the final expense here. We can now write up to $15,000 guarantee issue up to age 85. So I'm going to do this quote right now so fast it's going to spin your head. This is for $10,000 for benefit, $28 a month with a surety, $29.16 with Mutual of Omaha, $30 with American National, guarantee issue, United Home Life, $31, Humana, yanked them out of there, American Amicable, huge commissions on this one, I think up to 130%, Standard Life is great. All these carriers are great. So if you can do anything, take a look at the site and then remember this top line across the top of the buttons. This is basically what you sell and earn your great living off of. Health, gap their deductible, add the critical illness, the dental and the vision, and then you can give them a free card for their pets, their livestock. It also covers Heart Guard and all the other things. And then life, non-medical. I didn't touch on that one. I will briefly. This is up to $200,000 non-medical with United with $100,000 of critical illness. This is now up to $500,000 worth of Phoenix Life non-medical, $350,000 non-med, non-urine, non-blood with a surety, and then American National $250,000. Very easy, very simple, and very quick to write. And so, without further ado, I'm going to sign off with this podcast and look for the future. Tomorrow is 11 o'clock. Will be one of our webinars, and there's just a few of the carriers at the bottom. But we certainly want you to work with us. We enjoy very much training and showing you all the different benefits of National Insurance, Pro Summit, and National Capital. I did see something here I wanted to show you. There's the standalone drug card, the screen share, the critical illness, all the different things. Getting contracted, very easy right here. You just click on, it takes you to an online insurance pay portal, Manhattan Life, National General, and then contact. This all becomes yours once this is your site. And if you want to hire agents, join my team, become an agent, hire your own agents. So I'm going to wrap this up. If you do have problems at the bottom of the screen, when you do get in there, it has our IT department and their phone number. If your link has an issue or you need and have a question, don't hesitate to call them. Don't hesitate to call us at the office, and we'll be happy to help you. Our number is 888-243-5026. And then if you want to call for national insurance, or you can go to psummit.com. Very similar website. It is 1-800-671-9025. And either company, you can go to sales@psummit.com or sales@nia.biz. And here again, short-term, ACA, life, dental, accident, critical illness, and then compare your life plans, compare your health plans, become an agent, best health quote, National Capital. So all the things are here that you need to make a fabulous career. If you want to look at the income calculator again, it's all here right there. Click on the bottom and put in your own. See how much you want to make for the week. I like to back into it. I think I say I need $5,000 this week. How much do I need to sell? Try that. Have a nice evening.